Hey everybody, it's me Vic. I wanted to talk about the Elgato Pro tip that they showed and demoed with the audio routing, and I think it's really awesome. I am doing this currently on a Windows computer. I will have Mac content roll out as soon as my Mac Mini gets here. I'm really excited. I would say expected mid-March because that's around about when I should be able to receive it, if not maybe sooner. Anyways, let's get started here. So first things first, if you haven't gone to the Elgato after you've gotten a wavelink device, so that would be example Wave 3, Wave Neo, Wave XLR, Wave XLR dock, Stream Deck Plus, and a Wave 1. And I think they have Neo, yeah, Wave Neo. So you would download Wavelink 2.0 and the Wavelink plugin for Stream Deck. I do recommend that this is going to be something in unison with the Stream Deck or Stream Deck Plus, so make sure that you have both of these devices if you're wanting to do the audio routing for simplicity. So you would also download the Stream Deck 6.8.1. Now once you get to the point where you're installing the plugin, it's going to take you to the marketplace, you're going to sign in, and then you're going to see your little profile icon to know that you are signed in. I signed in prior to the video, so that way you all didn't see my login credentials because privacy is at the utmost. But once you do get to that plugin, you can just click on Open in Stream Deck. It'll install in Stream Deck, and then we can start plotting I say plotting, but I mean dragging over the inputs. Yeah, so let's do that. So first things first, I'm going to start with the regular Stream Deck users, and then I'm going to show off the Stream Deck Plus. So once you have this installed, you're going to drag over input for the wavelink. You're going to select add, and then you're just going to choose all of your audio channels that you actually have set up. Now, the reason why I'm color coding it is because me seeing that tells me this is voice chat. So I like the colors. Now you don't have to have the colors, right? But then it will look like that, and it would be in black and white. You can also change the icon if you wanted to, and you could essentially do that, and it would be fine. But personally, I don't mind the color icon because I keep it simple enough that this would help me remember, oh, it's matching directly with Wavelink's color icons. So I just prefer that as a consistent thing for myself. All right, so we would go to add, and then we would select game, and I want the color icon. Again, it's optional to you. So we're gonna click on add, and then we're gonna do our system, because these are all the channels that I have set up here in Wavelink, and I will show you. Right here, these are all of the inputs that I personally use. I could add sound effects, but I'm not really doing a soundboard anymore. I could add the aux1 and aux2, but I don't really have any use for them. I may on the Mac though, because I am going to be doing a dual PC setup using the Mac, so that'll be an interesting take in the future. Anyways, let's go ahead and pay attention to the color icons at the top here. I'm not putting my microphone because the microphone doesn't need to be there. But the voice chat, the game, the system, the browser, and the music will color code with these right here. So you see how they're in the order. So then we're going to go to add, and then we're going to go to browser, color code it, and then add, and we're going to go to music and color code it. Now, as I launch a game, for example, see how there's a plus button here? When you actually launch a game, and I'm gonna go to my Steam library here, I have one game that I haven't routed here just for demo purposes, but let's go ahead and pull up one. I think it's in windowed mode. Fingers crossed it is. Okay, yes it is. So if we look, we're going to see that this is already routed to the game channel. And the reason why I know that is because there's a check mark here. So as the game is playing, it's going to have the audio go to Wavelink. And you can see the bars moving right here to know that the game is going there. All right, so let's go ahead and set up for the Stream Deck Plus users. I did minimize it. It's open, I promise you. Now, the reason why you're seeing the white screen is because I have a lot of games loaded in one channel. I'm sure that that's probably something maybe they can look at in the future on the load time, but it's working. And we know that because we can see the icons having different colors coordinated. So let's go to actually no, let me take that back. I need to go to dials and I need to select action wheel. Now, for those who want to do what Elgato demoed, you would actually come here to action wheel. And then you would go to your wavelink plugin and you would drag input and add. And same thing here, except that you're going to be doing this in a stack. So you're going to go to add and then game. And again, I do the color coding because it helps me identify where what is routed. So then system, add, browser, add, and then music. So now, if I scroll the wheel and I push the button, it'll tell me that. And I am going to show you that as I launch the game that I haven't routed. So I'm going to have this here because I haven't set up my camera to show like the physical Stream Deck yet. I know I've had it in previous videos, but I have moved some stuff around and there's some stuff that I can't show right now. So we're going to do it this way. So I'm going to route it to game. Maybe I should move it here so y'all can see it. And maybe I should have wavelink running in the background so you can see that the audio will route there. Oh wait, what did I do? You know what? I think I closed out the game. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me try this again. I just need to lower it so y'all can see the game bars. Okay, here we go. And y'all can see me twirling the Stream Deck dials here. So I'm going to keep it on game, right? But I have the game in the foreground. And as you can see, it's kind of teeny tiny. But it's on game and it says Romancing Saga in the actual title. And so if I push the button, all right, so as you can see, once you hit the button, it routes the audio over to the channel you told it to route to. So I hope that makes it easy because you can either hit the buttons on a Stream Deck or create an action wheel in Stream Deck Plus to route the game audio to the game channel or whatever channel you've set up for whatever application you want to route it to. I hope that this has helped you in making routing your audio to your channels a lot easier. And kudos to Elgato for posting the pro tip because it came in extremely handy. Thanks for watching, everybody.